Welcome to week 5 of my thoughts and responses to Hannah Steele's Living His Story. This week we're going to cover chapter 5, which is entitled Passing On the Story of Jesus. And it's really helping us to focus on the part that the Holy Spirit plays when we speak about the good news. If you're free at around 1 o'clock today, please join us in a Zoom meeting where we're going to discuss some questions, think about the passage a bit more. The link for the meeting is on our social media pages and you'll find it on our website. I love mystery. I love a whodunit, but I also love the multi-layered mystery that might lie in a painting, a piece of prose, poetry, music, or even in a favourite view. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's drawn back to certain things over and over again, amazed that I'm still interested and surprised that they still continue to reveal something new on each encounter. One of these for me is a painting to be found in the Tate Britain. I love going to the Tate Britain. I love the familiarity of the journey and I love the comforting layout of the galleries. The anticipation that I feel when finally I reach the last room, the room that holds this painting. The anticipation never wavers. The painting is small, but it fills the longing in me to gaze at it. It always reveals something that connects with me on a really deep level, yet it's hard to explain how or why. I think of the Holy Spirit very much like this. When the Spirit of God is active and we get to be included, we are taken to mysterious and often very unexpected places. Words that didn't make sense or meant nothing suddenly come alive with hope. A mixture of notes, harmonies and melodies become powerful vectors of worship, allowing us to express things we didn't even know we felt. The minutiae of everyday nature becomes pregnant with the creative promise of an all-knowing and loving God. When we get on board with the Holy Spirit, life-transforming things happen. A conversation can go from the greyness of Kansas to the glorious technicolor of Oz as eyes are opened and hope restored. Now, although we can find all of this inside the church, the Holy Spirit is much more imaginative and playful than just this. Consistently, we are being called out of our churches, our homes and our places of comfort to where the people on God's heart are to be found. These places might seem unlikely and unrewarding to us, sometimes even threatening and intimidating. But they are where the mystery of God is to be found, where we get to experience the astounding reach and love of the gospel. When we accept the call to these places, the Holy Spirit takes our words, our intentions, and our gestures and forms them into intelligible and sometimes dazzling truth. Take Peter. His eyes are opened to the inclusivity of God at the house of Cornelius, a place he was forbidden by Jewish law to even enter. This revelation that changed the history of the early church didn't happen in the comfort of his own home, but in the house of someone Peter was unlikely to have even spoken with, let alone receive hospitality from. The Holy Spirit prepared the way, then called Peter out into what he thought was the unknown and the prohibited, to share what he did know, the gospel message. Today, we're being given that same opportunity, not only to invite others to see, but to have our own vision of the gospel enlarged and refocused. Each time we follow the call of the Holy Spirit, something is revealed afresh in us. We get to see a little bit more of the width, length, height and depth of the gospel. like my favourite painting at the Tate Britain, but on a much more cosmic and mysterious scale. The Holy Spirit delivers fresh revelation to us over and over. As we partner with God and invite others to join in, we can expect layer upon layer of inclusivity, forgiveness, mercy, grace and love to be disclosed to us, transforming and renewing our minds as we go.